We are halfway through high school. I cannot believe, one, that we've gone 11 years now, and two, that I only have 2 more years left with my little girl. Welcome, I'm Tricia. I am a homeschooling mom to 3 kids. We just finished grades 10th, 4th, and 6th. I have a video that went up earlier in the week on 4th and 6th grade, or kind of our update for 4th and 6th grade. So if you are interested, have younger kids, go check that one out. So the big interruption for us with the quarantine was driver's ed. Elizabeth had just completed her 2nd class in person when it got shut down, and she had just finished her drive time as well. We went with a private place here because scheduling difficulties with the public school, which in North Carolina you can do as a homeschooler, you can take driver's ed. Scheduling difficulties just made it hard, which is good because the class she would have done would have been in April, and so we would not have had a class. So she just finished her 2nd class. Her drive place was thankfully able to move online and completed the classes on Zoom. So that worked out fantastic. She was the only, at the time, at least, that drive school was the only one that was licensed to do it online. So I'm so glad that it all just kind of worked out. It all worked out. It was long afternoons for their online classes and whatever, but it's all done, and she has her permit, and I have a driver now. So that was number 1. Let's see. Another update. Tomorrow is, the day you're watching this, is her last day of math class through myhomeschoolmathclass.com. I have sung the praises of Miss Perkins many times. She's fantastic. If you have a middle school or high school kid who you're looking to outsource math, I cannot recommend her enough. She's wonderful. She's such a good teacher. Prices are reasonable. Material is good. Very thorough, etc. So tomorrow, she doesn't teach pre-calculus, so this will be our last year with her until Ben moves into it. Biology. We did biology, the textbook portion at home, but I ended up putting her in a lab class through Well-Trained Mind Academy, and it was really good. The one complaint we had was that our teacher was very slow at grading. Our class is over and she still doesn't have all of her completed homework. And going into her last project, her last lab, she barely had anything back. So that was our negative. But the class itself was good. The labs were varied and interesting. They've divided up, like in the spring, it's more focused on genetic stuff, and in the fall is nature. And the way their classes work, they have 2 sections that are live, and then a 3rd one that you can watch on your own time, and that's the one we chose for her. So she had a deadline for when things were due, but she could watch it and do the rest of the work on her own pace, or whenever it fit her schedule, I should say. So if you're looking to outsource just the lab portion of a high school math or a high school science course, check out Well-Trained Mind. They're the only place I found that you could do just the lab out. So I liked that. It was nice that I could choose what book I wanted and do that part separately. But then I'll have someone else do the lab. Partly because I wanted someone else to do the lab and the grading, honestly. But also because I wanted her to have that another experience of someone else grading things. I think, especially at the high school level, that could be beneficial to have kids have different teachers giving their opinions and thoughts on their schoolwork. Also this spring, we started working on prepping for the ACT. What she did was basically kind of each day do a single page out of this book, a page or 2 pages. This summer we will sit down and do work, like having her do longer chunks, more timed, but I really wanted her to get more familiar with the format and understanding how questions are asked, and just learning how to do the test before we get more structured with it. But it was a good way to do it for her. I had also read the idea of just like taking an hour like every Friday afternoon, or it doesn't matter, a certain time, and just having them work for that amount of time, but not doing like timed portions. And I think that can also be a good option. It just didn't work out for our schedule to do that. I liked short amounts every day. But anyway, it's been a good way to get her going, and she definitely found it easier as she got more practice with the testing format. And the last one that I'm going to update on her would be Spanish. So one of the things that we did, or the thing we did most of the year, was Homeschool Spanish Academy online. And I got mixed reviews on it. It took us a while to find a teacher that she felt comfortable with. Yeah, so that didn't help matters. And I don't know, I hear such great things about it, but I didn't love it as much as I thought we would. And so when we got to the stopping point, we stopped there, and I switched her back to a curriculum I already had, Galore Park's So You Want to Learn Spanish, I think is the name of it. I know it's from Galore Park, and it's really good, but it has such a focus on like the written word and not the spoken, which is why I wanted her to do the Homeschool Spanish Academy. So then, right before all the quarantine hit, I had talked with someone in our church who was a Spanish tutor, and I was going to have Elizabeth do free conversation type things with her, and then quarantine it. But it didn't occur to me that we could have set up something like through Zoom or something. I don't know why. It didn't occur to me. So we finished out the year with that, and I don't know what's going to happen next year. She has 2 credits now. If we do more than that, I don't know. I don't know. Foreign language is definitely doesn't look the way I thought it would look. Curriculum and stuff that I mentioned will be down below, and I will see you over in the next video.